Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. Our Owls entering this Week 4 matchup at Arkansas State at 2-1. We come off a 17-10 victory last time out against Charlotte. As our defense continues to dominate in this Year 3 season. We haven't allowed more than 20 points in a game this season, but on the flip side, our offense hasn't scored more than 20 points in a game this season. So hopefully we can get the offense going here today on the road. A rematch against Arkansas State as we are now underway. The Red Wolves took last year's matchup 49-21, or I think 49-23 in that home and home. As we're now here in Arkansas, Demetrius Boone on the kickoff takes that to the 23-yard line. As our Owls at 2-1, a winning record I think for the first time in this dynasty, and hopefully we can keep at that. Trying to go 3 out of 4 here in our non-conference matchups. That lost to Georgia State back in week 2. As first down to 23, we'll go with the 2 tight ends on the field. Go for Velasco there, the freshman, as he makes the catch. 16 yards that time, had 1 catch last week in his debut, as he hauled that one in for 10, this time for 16 as he makes an impact early on. A gem vertical threat tight end, true freshman. Probably just going to let him play 2 more games and give him that red shirt. But good to see him make a play early on now for the running game for the first time there for Qua Ashley. So he gets 10. Now 2nd and inches, Kennesaw State pretty much here at midfield. Stanzi just going to step up and run as nothing opened upfield. He'll take that for 9 yards. Stanzi enters this Week 4 matchup completing under 50% of his passes, so kind of due for a big game here against the Red Wolves. This time I'm going to try and roll out, going to just throw it away instead. Maybe had a little more time there to find something, but I like to play it a little more safe there. Now 2nd down, we'll go triple option. We do get the pitch off there for Qua Ashley, who works that up along the sideline for 7. Our option game has been pretty solid here the past few weeks, really solidifying that as a facet in this playbook. Now here 3rd down, we'll go quick one there for Monty Sahara, and he hangs on using that 6'5 frame, hauling that in through the hit for a first down. Just going to hurry it back now to the 24-yard line. Nolan Ruggs in the backfield. And he will get the call, the true freshman for the first time, as he shows some burst up the middle for 12. Now here at the 12, we go play action power. As we see there, Braham in motion. And there's the play action. Try for Carson Kent there, the back of the end zone, as he had that in the hands. And a good play on the ball there from Websley Etienne, the top defensive back on this team. As he made a really good play there against Carson Kent. Dobson will just put on a 9 there, see if he can just thread the needle here on 2nd down. Stanzi will try and go up for him, and that one a bad read. That drop from Kent there in the end zone hopefully doesn't come back to bite us. Trying to get a touchdown now here on 3rd and 10. Stanzi can try and run for it. Does have room to run, being chased. And Devon Stanzi will just take off and get the 12-yard touchdown run. We did mention his inefficiencies passing the ball so far this season, but this time just using his legs, as that has been an effective mean for him on offense. Always effective there running the ball, especially when he takes time to go through his reads there in the pocket. He likes to run, really no one there in the second level to catch him. You see Trey Butts there at left tackle holding a block. A nice double team there between the left guard and center as Devon Stanzi. Nice opening drive here for the Owls. We get on the board with pay dirt. And now we see that the wide receiver comparison, Tennell Bryant, the top guy here for Arkansas State at 84 overall with that 98 speed. We don't really have anyone on our back end who can account for that speed, but we'll try and contain him today as they go a pass out of the gate, that one for 11. Of course, we're familiar with Jaylen Raynor at quarterback for Arkansas State, as a bunch of guys there jump, and that's going to be a false start. Raynor had a huge game against us last year, as Arkansas State just routed us there in that second half. Excuse me, as there were a run there, and that's going to get 6. That was Trey Holly, transfer from LSU. A nice addition to this offense for the Red Wolves. Now 2nd and 9. Raynor will take the snap. As over the middle, drops that right over the head of Danaeus Johnson, as that's going to be the tight end Tyler Little across midfield for 30 yards. I'm sorry, I think it was 23 yards. As they hurry back there off the first down. Raynor now takes the snap. Fakes it to Holly. Had us beat all the way there as they go back to the tight end Little there. And that's going to bring Raynor to 52 passing yards on those last 2 completions, both to the tight end Tyler Little now here at the 21 just outside the red zone. Running back there, motions out. Raynor. Nice route that time, as that was Taj Fatinikun in coverage. Beat really bad there on that double move, as Arkansas State comes down the field and promptly answers our touchdown drive. They do it a little bit quicker, as Jaylen Raynor picking up right where he left off in last year's matchup. That's James Rexroth, the backup tight end. Tremendous move there over the middle of the field against Taj Fat, as the Red Wolves get the equalizer here. And now first down for Kennesaw State, as Arkansas State answered our touchdown. We'll start here, play action, as we do have Carson Kent there, and he does go out of bounds. Had some room to run after the catch, but couldn't stay in. Although we do get the first down now at the 26-yard line. Go back for the running game here for Qua Ashley, and so work that for 4. 2nd and 6 now at the 30. A quick one there for Dobson. Had a big cushion to work off of, as he does haul that in for the first down. We'll hurry it back now, just go inside zone. Try and keep the Arkansas State defense on their toes, as they do get the run stop that time, a 1-yard loss. Now 2nd and 11. And we'll go to Ashley here off the RPO. Good spin move there to get some extra space, get 6. 3rd and 5 now at the 42. We'll go Z spot. Love this call in short yardage situations, as we will have Carson Kent there, and he makes the catch, works that across midfield for 12. Mixing up the play calls a little bit better this week, and I guess, compared to previous weeks as well, kind of one-dimensional with the run, but we do kind of have to throw the pass out there a little bit more, even despite Devon Stanzi's deficiency so far. 2nd and 8 now at the 44. Less than 2 minutes left in this first quarter. We'll try the power option. Had good result last week, as we do get the pitch off there for Ashley. And he does reset, and he has some open space now past the 10. And Qua Ashley, 44 yards to the house. We had a 31-yard power option to him last week, and now we get a big hit again. This time 44 yards to the house. We've been kind of waiting for him to break free on a big touchdown run this season for the senior running back taking over. We have Gavin Garcia departed, as he graduated along there with Gabriel Benyard. Now kind of a one-man show here for Qua Ashley leading this backfield, along with the freshman Nolan Ruggs and Kevin Page, but Ashley a step above those freshmen at this point, although I do have high expectations for them. But now the extra point up and good, as Kennesaw State takes the lead back. Let's see if the Red Wolves can answer right back as they did last time. Jaylen Raynor takes the snap, sets up a little screen there for his receiver, maneuvering there through traffic, gets ahead for 11. I believe that was Tennell Bryant on that one, the top playmaker on this offense. Now first down, less than a minute left in this first quarter, as a big stop there in the backfield that time by Taiwan Christopher. Now 2nd and 12, as Raynor will give to Holly, and he works that ahead for a good gain. But that will take us now into the second quarter, an exciting first quarter of play here. Maybe the most exciting quarter we've had all season so far. As I did mention in the opening, we've had very low scoring affairs here, but now on pace for our most exciting, highest scoring game so far in this year 3 season, as we are up 14-7. A nice pitch there to Qua Ashley on the option, and of course we had that rushing touchdown with Devon Stanzi earlier, as a 3rd and 6 here for our defense to start the second quarter here at the 40-yard line. Bring out the 4-3 set here against the 2 tight ends, as Raynor backtracks in the pocket, could be brought down by Donovan Westmoreland. Already sack number 6, I want to say it is for him on this young season. An absolute force in week 1 and week 2. A little more quiet last week, but on 3rd down, which is pretty much his down. 3rd down, Donovan Westmoreland always prone to get home. A little pull there. A good combination, as also another player got home as well, but Donovan Westmoreland does get the sack, and now Kennesaw State trying to set the tone here. Opening touchdowns on their first 2 drives, and now a chance to tack on even more. Nolan Ruggs, the punt return there from the 22 or so, and we take that to the 25. The Owls offense back out there. Pretty much a flawless start to this point, leading 14-7 early on in the second quarter. Go back to the running game there for Qua Ashley, as he'll truck a man over the middle and works that head for 14. Qua Ashley running with some authority already early in this game. We'll go right back to him. Really nothing doing that time. Gets 3 though. 2nd and 7. Hit him with the triple option again here. Stanzi does get the pitch off for Ashley. He'll scoop it and does get something out of that. Almost a turnover there, missing the pitch, but Ashley, a heads up play there, picks it up and scoops it for another 4 yards. And now 3rd and 3 here. We'll go weak flood. Try and get Kent underneath. We'll try and get Dobson instead, actually, towards the sideline. He hauls that in as we move that to the 42. Stanzi, a good start so far. 6 for 9, 69 yards, a passing touchdown. A rushing touchdown, and an impact on the ground. We'll go Ashley here on 1st down. Good blocking as he gets up the middle for a nice gain, already up to 99 rushing yards now. 1st down now up to the 32. And we'll just keep riding the legs of Qua Ashley. Another nice gain, gets 8. Qua Ashley already over 100 rushing yards in line for a huge day. Maybe the best rushing performance in store for him today in Kennesaw State history. As we tried to run behind the lead blocks there, only 2 yards. And now Nolan Ruggs checks into the game here on 3rd and inches, as he does get the call, and he will get the 1st down. Now here in the red zone, we'll try and hit him with play action for Velasco, or maybe Braham underneath, slipping out. I think that is going to be a holding penalty, but Velasco does haul that in there inside the 5, but that will come back. That was Ethan Newman at right tackle, a 3-year starter. Between time there at left guard, now at right tackle. Gave up 2 sacks last week there in a battle against Demon Clowney. As now Ashley back with it, showing some good patience, and he gets 5. Now the Owls bringing out the 4 receivers for the first time. Here on 2nd and 15. Stanzi rolling to the right. Just taking a shot there, and he'll be hit as he threw, as that goes incomplete. 3rd and 15 out to 24. We'll go flood. Stanzi takes the snap. Rolling to the right. And we will just take that up the sideline as Stanzi brought down there at the 10-yard line. He got a lot of that back, and to be 4th and 1 at the 10. And I think we're just going to go for it in this spot. We'll bring out Kevin Page here, the freshman power back, and just try and get this inch here. Kevin Page, a nice lane opens up as he'll take that to the 6, 1st and goal. Now 1st and goal at the 6, we'll go RPO. And just keep it there for Page, but probably a bad read, as that'll lose 5. Now 2nd and goal at the 11. I think instead we'll audible here to tight end attack. See if Kent or Braham can get open over the middle, as neither do. Instead we'll try and scramble with Stanzi as we roll out, and again we find the end zone as Devon Stanzi, another scramble for the touchdown. He heard the critics talking about his arm, so instead he says, I'll get it done with my legs. We go for it right there on 4th and 1, and we get it, and which leads to us finding the end zone as we now already eclipse a new point high here on the season, hitting 20 points. Our highest was 19 back in that week 1 victory against Fresno State, but Stanzi being chased there by about 3 or 4 Arkansas State defenders evades them all as he slides in there into the end zone. Kennesaw State a big lead here early. And of course when I say early, I just mean there's still plenty of time on the clock here, as we're not even through a single half, as they're going to go for Holly there with the 3 tight ends, and they do get 7. You couldn't have drawn up this start any better for Kennesaw State, really, on offense at least, but if you could force a turnover here on defense, you might really steal all the momentum here in the first half, as I saw Denise Johnson was absolutely pancaked that time, as we do hit the 2-minute warning. 21-7 here from Arkansas State. The Red Wolves trying to get some points back. And that's Raynor towards the sideline, has a man, and this will be brought down by Therese Hamilton, as they're going to start hurrying it back. Not many plays called here for Arkansas State in the first half, with Kennesaw State just really controlling the clock. A lot of plays called for this Owls offense. As they're in time to throw, we'll just dump that off for his back there, Trey Holly, as that goes incomplete. The first incompletion of the day for Jaylen Raynor, as we said, had a huge game against us last year in that 49-23 defeat, as we fell big time, and now Kennesaw State gets home for the first time. That's Donovan Westmoreland was home first. Tyler Anger there to help him clean it up. And now Donovan Westmoreland already 2 tackles for a loss, a sack and a half. And he may be the NCAA sack leader if he continues this pace now at this game. A third of the way through the season. And we'll see how he can keep it up going into conference play. But the Owls up 21-7, 1:27 remaining in this first half. And now we'll see what the Owls draw up here. We'll go a sweep for Qua Ashley. Nice spin move there, but it is going to come back. Again, that was Ethan Newman on the hold. This one puts us all the way back to the 8-yard line. 1st and 16. Go back for Ashley, and he gets a few up the middle. Now 45 seconds left in the half. We'll give Nolan Ruggs a carry here as he tried to slip through that A gap, but nothing doing as it's closed off. And now Arkansas State takes a timeout. Just going to go fullback dive here for Braham out of the flex bone. As Braham will take that up the middle. A decent gain as he takes that for 11. Making it 4th and 1, but still the Red Bulls call a timeout. 36 seconds left in this first half. We'll just punt it away. Hopefully they don't get any momentum here, anything going. And we can just secure this 14-point lead. As they're going to return it and take that to the 45. 29 seconds remaining, 1 timeout for the Red Wolves. Raynor will just dump that off towards the sideline. His man can't stay in. No gain. Now 2nd down. Raynor. Right to Brandon Hillman as he'll intercept that. And is going to get something going there after the catch now up to the 47. A tremendously bad decision there from Raynor, just kind of staring down the barrel. And he hits Brandon Hillman right in the hands, throwing to the wrong guy that time. And now make it back-to-back weeks with an interception for Brandon Hillman. 0 in his first 15 games as a member of Kennesaw State. Now make it 2 in 2 games for the senior safety, transferred over from Michigan. And now gives us a chance to add some more points here late in the half. So about 10 or 15 yards away from field goal range. We're going to try 4 verts. Just send it here on this first one. Go down the field there for Dobson as he does catch it. And he's going to be brought down there at the 5-yard line. A prayer there for Bryce Dobson as he hangs on now. Kennesaw State to the 5-yard line. Just all the things going right for us here today. Going up and getting it there in double coverage. No one there from the Red Bulls able to spot it. And now a chance here to get another touchdown. We'll go RPO. But I think instead we'll audible to... I don't know. I think we'll call another timeout. As it is not letting us call a timeout. And we're going to have to take a delay of game. Poor clock management there. I just kind of got caught in no man's land. And the time ran away from me. And we're now backed up to the 10-yard line. Just trying to find the perfect play call there. And I don't think I have it yet. But we're just going to roll with the dig return. As Stanzi takes the snap. Going to go over the middle there for Carson Kent. It's intercepted. As we trade interceptions here, the Red Bulls now get that back at the 5, and we squander a point opportunity there. And now just 2 seconds remaining here. And with all that late half excitement, Arkansas State just going to come out and knee it and take a 14-point deficit into the second half. A very eventful first half of play here. Our Owls up 21-7. A picture-perfect start for us, especially there on the offensive side of the ball. Our defense keeping it going as we have throughout the course of this season. Qua Ashley over 118 yards, or at 118 yards already, 8.4 yards per carry, a touchdown, as he's making himself known nationwide as one of the best running backs in the nation, or at least one of the most productive to this point, especially in this game, really carrying the workload, as he has split time there with the freshman Kevin Page and Nolan Ruggs over the course of this season. Jaylen Raynor, a very bad turnover there, but he had a nice opening drive on that touchdown to Rexroth. Some good communication there in the passing game early on, but just has kind of squandered here as we've gone on. As we are now here at the opening kickoff of the second half. And we are now underway here from Allison Field at Arkansas State. Red Bull's going to have to overcome a 14-point deficit. And with the way our defense has played in this game to start the season, that is not an easy task. And now Raynor will give for Holly as he takes that for 3. Now a 2nd and 7. And Raynor will fake it. Has a man over the middle of the field as he hauls that in for 19. Good read there that time off the fake. As it's now going to be first down up to the 47-yard line. Arkansas State would love a scoring drive to open this half, get them back into it as Holly for that time. Now 2nd and 6, Raynor gives to Holly. Fumble! And that'll be recovered by Kennesaw State. And that's recovered by Brandon Hillman. None other than the player who had our interception earlier. A huge hit that time. Not sure who delivered it. And we'll get another look That's Lester Reeves, the true freshman, his 4th game here at linebacker. We've been contemplating if we should throw the red shirt on him after this game. He hasn't had too big of an impact in the first few games to start here, but now a forced fumble as we take over now at the 44-yard line. A huge play by our defense to start, as we'll just audible here to Power, get Ashley going early on as he gets the give, and he gets 5. Now at the 50, we'll go right back to him. Only a couple that time. Now 3rd and 4, we'll go back to the option. See if we can keep getting some success there as we do not get the pitch off for Ruggs. He scoops it up, trying to run for something, breaks the tackle, and then all that for a 3-yard loss. So we fail to convert or capitalize off that turnover. Now we go 3 and out. We'll see if Lonnie Hart can pin him back. Not really going to be the case at all, as that's fair caught at the 21. Just a 26-yard net that time from Lonnie Hart. Arkansas State right back with it off the fumble. They'll fake it for Holly, and off the play action, that's going to be a sack, as I'm not sure who that is. 33. That number escapes me at this point, but we'll figure it out. A 6-yard loss for Arkansas State. Now the 3rd sack of the day for this Kennesaw State defense, and that's Javon Rogers, a reserve corner, who we might play at free safety a little bit. Very good zone corner, who kind of just gets buried there at cornerback on the depth chart. But he gets home there off the sack, filling in right now for Taiwan Christopher, who's been off the field since an injury there in the first half. Now they'll go a delay give there for Holly, brought down by Johnson. And now a 3rd and 11. Big spot here. Raynor is going to dump it off for Holly, as he's swarmed by a bunch of Owls defenders. A 6-yard gain, but short of the line to gain, as the Red Bulls still unable to get anything going on offense after that opening drive as they punt it away. Nolan Ruggs there to field it at the 25, and so he will work that up to the 37. Now 1st down for Kennesaw State. We'll try play action again. Stanzi trying to force that down the field for Carson Kent at the sideline, and that's batted down incomplete. Websley Etienne got over to knock that down, but it did hang in the air for a little bit. Maybe someone could have got over to catch it there off the ricochet. Is now Qua Ashley up the middle for 6. Now 3rd and 4 here. Arkansas State stacking the line as they bluff the blitz. Trying to get Carson Kent over the middle as he drops it right there in his chest. Trying to catch it with the body and still drops it. We've seen him drop so many of those over the course of this dynasty. Not really even a surprise at this point. He did make a big catch last week to move the chains late in the game. Now Lonnie Hart, another punt here at about midfield, as that's going to be played there at the 15, worked up to the 24, and the Red Bulls back out there on offense. Less than 5 minutes now left here in this 3rd quarter. Still 21-7 Owls. Going to go with the screen there, as they do get a few. That gets 8. Now a 2nd and 2 at the 32, and that is going to be a neutral zone infraction. So just give them the 1st down, as that does move the chains for the Red Wolves. And now a little pitch there for the tight end as he'll work that ahead. He gets 7. That was James Rexroth there on the catch. Has the only touchdown so far for Arkansas State. Now they go speed option, as Raynor, a big gain that time, breaks a couple tackles there downfield. Excuse me, my voice kind of cracked there. And that gets wiped out to a holding call. Excuse me on that one, lost to audio. As now 2nd and 6, wipes out a huge play there. Raynor from the ground, now this time for Holly, as he will fumble there in the pile. And then again, it's going to be picked up by Kennesaw State. I got to think he might have been down there. They were kind of scuffling in a pile there for a while. I would assume that the knee hit the ground, but we'll see. They're going to call Maurice Davis there on the strip. We'll get another look at it here, as that was marked. He was kind of like upended there. We'll see if it's reviewed, as it is not. So now 2 lost fumbles there for Trey Holly, this time at his own 45-yard line. As we go here for Qua Ashley, some good space there as he gets 10. I cannot believe the turnovers here for Arkansas State. We have not been a team, to force fumbles, but 2 in this game, both recovered by our defense. And now we'll go back for Ashley. Not much, but the 1st down is going to get it, as Nolan Ruggs checks into the game. We were going to go with levels here, but we'll go for a run with this light box with Ruggs out there as well. Get him a carry. And again, very good run blocking. We get 9. Now 2nd and 1. Go back for Ruggs. And he'll be stopped at the line. 3rd and inches here. We'll go post. We were going to just go run, but try and get him with something off guard. We have Jermichael Braham wide open there as he hauls that in. Now up the sideline, he'll get 12. Now just one more play call here before the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll just go counter here for Qua Ashley. And there's really nothing doing that time. Brought down for a loss, I want to say. And that will not be the final play of the 3rd quarter. An injury timeout stops the clock. And now 2nd and 12. We'll go scat here with 4 receivers on the field. No one open. This is going to be a holding penalty as well. Should have just got rid of that one, but we took the hit. And now we're going to have to call another play. We want to just take that into the half, but a flag stopped it, or I'm sorry, an injury timeout stopped the clock. And now an injury timeout forces, or I'm sorry, a flag now forces us to call another play. 2nd and 22. I guess the clock will continue to roll, so we will just take this into the 4th quarter. 21-7 here for Kennesaw State. No scoring here in the 3rd quarter as we failed to pull away even more, but we still have a chance, even if it's just by a field goal, to make it a 3-possession game. So I would feel pretty safe with a 3-possession lead early on in the 4th quarter. Over 200 rushing yards for our offense, 329 yards of total offense on the day, whereas our defense has given up just barely over 150. And we haven't met an offense so far on the season who's had an answer against our defense. Here to start the 4th, we'll try a screen for Qua Ashley. A lot of space to go there, and still pick up 14. Now 3rd and 8 at the 10. We'll try and push it to the end zone here. As we would try to dump it off, and that's going to be intercepted. You can't make this stuff up. We're just trying to dump it off, and then Stanzi just, you know, underneath there just lobs it up, and that's intercepted. I want to say by a defensive lineman. I want to say that was Sample on the catch there. It's going to be Jordan Sample, left outside linebacker, the junior. And like the throw just goes right into him. Better off taking a sack in that spot, but you live and you learn. So no 3-possession lead for us. We squander another opportunity to add on here as Arkansas State still some life. 10:21 left here early in the 4th quarter. They go here for Trey Holly as a terrible angle there downhill from Brandon Hillman, and then we miss a tackle there in the open field, and Trey Holly just like that going to go 85 yards to the house. And Arkansas State, they said 3-possession lead, make it just a 3-point lead, as they're going to make it here 21-14. And just like that, we have a game here from Arkansas State. That's almost the same thing that happened last week. I think we missed a field goal or something to make it a 2-possession, 3-possession lead. And then right after that, we had Charlotte go for like 75 yards down the field. Now, Owls with just a 1-possession lead here. We'll go Bryce Dobson on the jet sweep as he'll work that to the outside. Bryce Dobson showing some burst here. What a huge gain that time. I want to say for 45 yards. And out of nowhere, the Owls into Arkansas State territory, trading big plays here early on in the 4th quarter. Now all the way up to the 39, we'll go to the ground game here for Qua Ashley. Just scraps ahead for 3. Now out of shotgun wing, we'll go halfback angle. And Stanzi takes the snap. Trying to get Sahar there at the sideline as it's almost intercepted by Etienne. Trying to force it a little too much in that spot. Now 3rd and 7 at the 36. We'll go Portland mesh this time. As Stanzi takes the snap. And he's going to be sacked out of field goal range now. Trey Butts absolutely dominated off the edge. That's Jordan Burris getting home for the big-time sack. Forcing the Owls far out of field goal range. Now going to have to punt. And how this game script has flipped here in the 4th quarter. That one going to be fielded, or I'm sorry, fair caught at the 11. And the Red Wolves here with some fresh life now, just down a touchdown, 8:21 remaining. As they start this drive at the 14, I'm sorry, at the 11. As they go down the field, that's going to be caught. And we missed the tackle again. That's Caden Harris just missing the tackle one-on-one. Lipscomb goes for 89 yards. Make it 85 from Trey Holly. Now 89 yards here from Lipscomb. And just like that, the Red Wolves flip this game completely on its head to Carl Lipscomb, the junior receiver. And I have no idea what to think now for Kennesaw State. We did bring a blitz on that play, but still an inexcusable lapse in coverage as Caden Harris, we just totally whiffed on that one-on-one tackle. And Takari Lipscomb made his play. No catches, no targets to this point, but he certainly made that one count. Well, now all tied up here from Allison Field, and it's going to be a crazy 8-11 here to finish it. Cannot believe how this game has transpired here. 8-11 left, 2 backs out there for Kennesaw State. Ashley in motion. The give is to Ruggs as he breaks first contact and then brought down shortly after. Now 2nd and 9, we'll go Y stick, or actually I think we'll audible to roll out flood instead. The ever trusty roll out flood. Probably just get Dobson there going to the sideline. As Stanzi will roll out, try and get Sahara there. See, he does catch that. Etienne, good recovery there to make the tackle. As that'll move it all the way now up to the 45-yard line. Just over 7.5 remaining. Go back for Qua Ashley here. As he slips through a run lane there, gets about 7. A lot of injuries in this game. Carson Kent hobbled off the field after that one. And now 2nd and 4. And nothing doing that time. Ashley took a big hit. And now a 3rd and short here at about midfield for Kennesaw State. Stanzi takes the snap as Arkansas State did send pressure. And Demetrius Boone takes that one underneath as Carson Kent will return soon, just a foot contusion. But more importantly, that does move the chains now for the Owls. First down at the 41. Go back for Qua Ashley on the ground. And so he'll get that ahead for 6. 2nd and 4 now at the 35. Go for Kevin Page here, the freshman power back, gets 2. Now 3rd and 2, Page still the back. As he will get the call. And he will get ahead for the first down, running behind a block that time. Now less than 5 minutes left in the game. Kennesaw State just riding the running game here. And then we'll go back for Qua Ashley, get some really good blocking. And a nice gain that time for 12. Ruggs now the lone back as each of these running backs getting a turn here on what hopefully is the closing drive for the Owls. And now Ruggs, a good carry up the middle, gets 4. That now makes it 2nd and 6 now at the 12. As Velasco there at tight end in motion. We'll go back here for Kevin Page. And really nothing doing that time. Now 3rd and 5 will go Z spot. Less than 3 minutes left in regulation. Sahara there, the man in motion. And Stanzi takes the snap, going for the end zone there for him as he hangs on for the touchdown. His first catching touchdown of the season. As we get the late go-ahead touchdown here. Burn a lot of time on that drive. Still 2:35 remaining for Arkansas State. And as evidenced, plenty of time for them. They can get it all in one shot. An 81-yard touchdown pass and then an 85-yard touchdown run prior to that. But for now, we'll celebrate this touchdown for Jermichael Braham. Devon Stanzi now 3 total touchdowns on the day. He does have those 2 interceptions, but he is looking good otherwise. And now it's up to our defense now to close this one out. Our offense got the job done. Our defense has given up 2 explosive plays on back-to-back drives. As this time they get 7. Our defense allowed just 1 touchdown all of last week and allowed more than that on just 2 plays here in this game as we do hit the 2-minute warning. The Red Wolves have 2nd and 3 here at the 32. Raynor changing something there at the line, takes the snap. And this will go underneath a quick one there for Lipscomb. That one just for 7 compared to that 89-yarder that he had earlier. As Arkansas State does take a timeout, 1:55 remaining. As again go underneath there, we'll take those all day. As just 5 yards, that will burn some time. As they elect not to call their second timeout. So now 2nd and 5 at the 44. Raynor going to be brought down for the sack. Worst case scenario there. I think that was Therese Hamilton coming in on a corner blitz, if I'm not mistaken. And a big time play that time, forcing them back now. 3rd and 15. Raynor. Time to throw. Going to try and run. As he will just throw that one away. And now it all comes down to this. 4th and 15 at the 34. 1:10 remaining. Raynor has a man there. The tight end makes the catch. But that's going to be just short. What a unfortunate play there, as Raynor does celebrate now over 1,000 passing yards on this season. But that one just short of the line to gain. I think that was Little who had 2 big ones on the opening drive. Lester Reeves there gets some help from Hillman as they force Little short of the line to gain. And Kennesaw State forces the turnover on downs here in the final stages as they're going to secure this win. Lester Reeves with that forced fumble earlier. And now a big tackle there. I mentioned if we were going to give him that red shirt now, his 4th game of the season, still not decided on that, but it's definitely making a case to keep that spot in the linebacking core, as we did get a nice gain that time with Page, but another holding call from Trey Butts. Now 1st and 20, 1:02 remaining. And we'll go back for Page, nothing doing, as the Red Wolves will call a timeout. Now 2nd and 21 will go for Nolan Ruggs this time. And so he gets a few up the middle that time for 8 as the Red Wolves take their final timeout. So a couple of kneel downs here and we are out of it. Or I guess we are going to have to punt or something here. We're not going to be able to burn that much time. Not enough to kill the entire clock, I don't think. As Ruggs will take that. Going to be 4th and 12 now at the 48. And we run the clock all the way down to 12 seconds. So hopefully here we can just come out of here with a win. Hopefully we can kill a lot of time on this punt here from Lonnie Hart. And now going to be fair caught. And that will be a flag. We give him an extra 15. And there's still some hope now for the Red Wolves. Fair catch interference now puts him at the 31. As now Raynor will have a chance. And he's going to be hit as he threw. Now 0 on the clock as this one kind of dragged out, but the most fun I've had playing a game so far this season. We came out hot, scoring on our first 2 drives of the game, but went a little stagnant here in the second half. Definitely not as good playing football, in the second half. On defense, we gave up some big plays as Arkansas State was able to claw their way back in it. But Qua Ashley, 25 rushes for 167 and a touchdown. Absolutely stole the show for our offense here today. As Trey Holly, a good game for Arkansas State, but those 2 lost fumbles, a huge difference here. But we still, I think, was just +1 in the turnover differential with those 2 Devon Stanzi interceptions. But a win is a win. Our Owls now 3-1 on the season, the best start to a season so far in this dynasty. As we beat Arkansas State, we get some revenge from last year's game where they absolutely blew us out, but now getting the win on their home turf as we were +1 in the turnover differential. We'll take a look at some stats here as we close out. Devon Stanzi, 13 for 22. 219 passing, 59%, 1 touchdown pass, 2 interceptions, made an impact on the ground, 7 for 23, 2 touchdown runs. Qua Ashley, the best rushing performance we've had so far this season at 167 with a touchdown. Nolan Ruggs 9 for 39, Kevin Page just 6 for 6. Jermichael Braham had 11 yards on that fullback dive. Dobson had over 100 receiving yards, and I think it was a very quiet 100-yard performance at that on just 4 catches. Braham 2 for 23 and a touchdown. Kent also 2 for 23. Monty Sahara 2 for 30. Velasco 1 for 16. Had that catch there on the opening drive, but went silent after that. Demetrius Boone 1 for 8. Only 1 catch in the past 2 games for him. Ashley had 14 yards on a screen. 8 pancakes for Ethan Newman, but also 2 penalties, I believe. Trey Butts a couple penalties and a sack allowed. On defense, Denius Johnson had 8 tackles. Brandon Hillman with 9, also an interception, as he had a big day, although a big lapse on one of those big touchdowns from Arkansas State. Donovan Westmoreland, 2 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. Javon Rogers had a sack there, filling in at safety for the injured Taiwan Christopher. Aaron Bryant, a half sack. Therese Hamilton, a sack, as our pass rush got going here. And we got home on blitzes, which you love to see. Forced fumbles, we had 1 from Maurice Davis, 1 from Lester Reeves. No field goal attempts, luckily, from Calvillo, as he was 2 for 6 over the past 2 weeks. Lonnie Hart, not that great of a day punting, 3 for 44 on kick returns, 2 for 11 on punt returns. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Now 3-1, our Owls primed for a bowl bid this year. Halfway to that, we want to get 6 or 7 wins on this regular season. Hitting 8, I think, would be a huge accomplishment for this team, especially when you consider where we were at. Even going back to last year's meeting with Arkansas State, we still really didn't find our footing in this dynasty. But since then, we're now 8-5 and really, putting our mark on this Kennesaw State program. Starting with the next episode, we'll start getting some recruiting updates as we scroll down the board a little bit here. But as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.